What's up, YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again. Thank you for being a part of the subscribe tribe. And if you're new here and you just stumbled upon this channel and you want to build your credit, well, good on you. You found the right channel on YouTube to build your credit, repair, restore, and get them negative items off, man. You got them negative accounts, you got those repos, those evictions, those medical collections, those student loan debt, the collections, the charge-offs, the hard inquiries. You can get them off here right now. Hit that subscribe button so you get all this amazing content. We're gonna get right into it because you got questions about removing medical debts. You've got questions about removing evictions, deleting public records and things of this nature. So let's just get right into it. I got an email from a Ms. Hughes, all right? Hello. I'm not sure if I signed a release. I don't know if I signed a release for one of this. It was a few years ago. But I was in the ER, so it probably was required. I think I did sign one. So if I send this validation letter and they send the medical records, does this mean I have to ask for a pay for delete? All right, so let me break this down for you, okay? That was the question. But let me go ahead and break it on down on what's going on, okay? So, an individual who potentially went to the ER may not have been 100% sure what they were signing at the time, right? You just want to get treated, you're just trying to get taken care of, probably some serious stuff going on. So you just were trying to take care of your health. Now, when you take a step back, all right, take a step back and come out and say, wait a minute, let me see what I signed. You're not sure. That's exactly why you don't just pay, right? That's exactly why you don't just pay the collectors. You don't just pay you're not sure. You just want to see what they've got. What do you have that says, I need to pay you? What contract did I sign? Now, what this individual is also referring to is, I'm not sure if I signed a Hipaa release that released my information, my medical debts, my medical collections, and for them to collect on a third party, for a third party to have that, okay? Now, sometimes what you'll see is that they will put a medical collection on that's not in-house. It's not in-house with the hospital, okay? We're talking about someone's third party. They're not gonna have what you aren't even sure of, right? You're not sure what you signed. So, this is what we do, okay? Two-step process to get this information to find out what they do have, all right? So, got these letters here, all right? Now, of course, the validation letter. You send a validation letter, and some people are probably wondering, what is a debt validation letter, collection validation letter? Well, this is a validation letter right here, okay? And we've got them at 609creditrepair.com along with all your Hipaa dispute letters as well. All broken down for you. The Beyond Committed package is fantastic. It's got a video walkthrough. I walk you through the process. Also, if you got me here, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you get more free credit repair on this channel along with live streams where you potentially could get a chance to ask your question live on a phone call with me, all right? So, the validation letter, back to it. To whom it may concern, right? You're sending it as a collector. You're basically going to go ahead and let them know, hey, I've heard of this Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You're supposed to show me some proof in the mailing, validate what you owe, what I owe you, okay? What you say I owe you, explain and show me how you calculate this, provide a verification or copy of any application or judgment or anything applicable in that regards, which would include medical records, and to have those medical records or that information about your medical history or a bill, even just a bill from the hospital, you would need a release form, releasing that information to a third party, a Hipaa release form to have information about your medical information, right? So those are two separate releases right there that they're supposed to have. See if they violated any of these rights. Not only that, they've got to have where you signed for this consent to have this procedure done. And we've seen it. I have seen it with my own two eyes where they have to brought up all this information. Okay? So they're supposed to have all that. So, okay. Show me that you're licensed in the state to collect, in which I reside. Okay? Prove the statute of limitation is not expired. We'll talk about the statute of limitation here in a minute about that. Provide me your license number, registration, all that good stuff. Okay? If you don't, you're in violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. 3 major bureaus should be deleting this. It goes on and so forth and so on. I don't want to continue to bore you. Something that is fantastic at the end is you ask for no telephone communication, only through the mail. Please be advised, I'm keeping great records. I will be so forced to and do so, force my rights if they've been violated. So it goes on. It's not important precisely the wording that we have, because it's all set up for you at 609 Credit Repair. The letter's all ready to go, and you can tweak it as you need to if you need to, and you've got email support with me so we can help you out in your specific case. So it's about specificity, right? So let's not worry about that right now. Let's talk about what happens after you send it. They send you something back, all right? They think they're gonna trick and trap you up. No, you're trapping them up, okay? They're gonna send something back. And they're gonna send something that may or may not have a release form for you. Just like this individual wasn't sure what they signed, they don't know what's going on. I need to see this. That's what you're asking. And if they send you back stuff without your Hipaa release or any signed contract, right? Something, then you've got them here in this Hipaa dispute letter right here. You can get at 609creditrepair.com. All your medical issues, get them deleted, get them taken care of today, right now, okay? Right now, because credit repair starts now. This is what a Hipaa release privacy violation. This is a Hipaa privacy violation, okay? To whom it may concern. Please be advised I've requested validation of an item reported to you, the bureaus, all right, above creditor. I've received a response that violates my Hipaa rights. The collector/creditor, depending on who you're dealing with, the hospital, this third-party collector, did not provide a Hipaa release that released my information to them or any medical information of mine to them to be able to collect on this debt. I am proceeding with legal action as prescribed by the law against the above original creditor or collection agency, depending on what you need for your specific situation. Again, if you need me, you can email me, all right? Should this item not be deleted within the required time by law? So you're sending this, you're saying, hey, I know I've done my due diligence and I found out and I did my own investigation and I saw that they violated my Hipaa rights. So now I'm gonna go ahead and send in this letter and have you guys delete it. Now, you remember, see, all this is going on, your first round, when you send out that first round for them to verify, right? They're supposed to do their own investigation. So you send your dispute letter, your 609 letter, where you should get at the 609 dispute letter. 609creditrepair.com. You send that first round to the bureaus. They come back, oh yeah, we verified it. You're like, really? Because this is the violations that I found. And I gave you your chance. I gave you your time. So you send this little letter in. You can send it in with your method of verification and you show them that they violated your rights. And boom! That's what I'm talking about! Trying to trap us up. Trying to just do this Oscar automation, all this computer stuff. No, you do your own investigations, you get them, and this is what you do. So no, the long-winded story, no, you don't have to do no pay for delete. You can have this deleted because they're violating your rights. They're violating. There's all sorts of violations all the time, all right? So with that, you have the ability to take care of it yourself. If you don't want to and you feel like it's a bit more complicated and you're like, Brandon, just have you and your team take care of it, we can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Don't hesitate, credit repair starts now, okay? Today, you're watching this, get fired up because your life can change. I'm telling you, it changed for me, it's changed for a lot of people out there. People getting the cars that they want, the dream homes. You can see the testimonials here of people getting stuff removed. I'm not saying everyone is precisely the same because everyone's credit is different, but you can be the next one to have what you dreamed of. It is possible though. Let's get to the next question because we got so many questions and answers, all right? Hi, Brandon. This one's about eviction. Hi, Brandon. I looked at my LexisNexis consumer report in depth, all right? And I suggest all of you guys do the same thing. It's a big report. I did see there were 3 judgments from 2014, 2012, and 2011 that say eviction, but they're not actual evictions, but just late payments, right? Right there. That's 1 inaccuracy on 3 accounts that you found just there without any looking any further. They weren't judgments. And if they are judgments, they gotta be in that court system, probably in your county, and you can go to your county website. We do this all the time. We look into the county, we go to the court, and we can see. It's public record. You can see. If it's not there, how is it a judgment? Let's see that judgment. I want to see that judgment. You can go right to the courthouse website. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. You can find out if there's a judgment. If there's no judgment there, how does LexisNexis have a judgment? Right? Great. Simple 2 sentences. I checked county courthouse, on such a date. There is no public record of judgment. Please investigate this and verify that you have this you should dispute. You should dispute this. Now, you ask, how do you dispute it, okay? I moved from this place in 2016, in which at that time I was evicted, but this eviction is what shows on the collection, which I'm disputing and ask for validation, etc. But I do know part of the screening is to check rental history and worried about the 3 judgments. Okay, so what letter of paperwork must I send to LexisNexis to get it removed? You send the 609 dispute letter. The dispute letter works with them because they are a credit bureau. They don't want to be a credit bureau, they're not fans of it, but the way they are reporting and collecting data, they adhere to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And if you adhere to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you are basically a credit bureau. And they're supplying information to the 3 major bureaus and other subsidiary bureaus, so they fall under the same act. All of it, okay? So you can send the 609 letter. I want to also go to the court and see if I could have these old judgments dismissed, but what would I say in the motion to assist? Okay, great. So, make sure the judgments are there. Like you were saying, some of them are not judgments. You were just paid late. If they did file against you and you didn't show up in court and they have default judgments against you, then you would want to file a motion to vacate the judgment. However, if you don't feel like you want to do that, you might, because they're older, you might just want to ask for the file to be suppressed or sealed so they don't have the ability to verify it any further. In the motion, what you could do is you could file a motion to vacate. And again, this is not legal advice. This is just educational information. Check with your lawyer, check with your legal aides and counsels in that county, okay? In your state. But you could file under the reason of never being properly validated or verified, okay? Either one. No proper validation given, right? Not being properly served. Papers, okay? Not given proper notice. There's all sorts of reasons why you might need to vacate that judgment, okay? Maybe during this period of time you were too ill to make it to the court if they did file a judgment, or you were in the hospital or something of that nature. I don't know, maybe you have a specific situation. So take a look at this. Now, if you vacate the judgment, you then will file a motion to dismiss the judgment, right? And then that's a whole other thing. Oh, well, you see, Your Honor, it wasn't a judgment. I missed a date, 1 payment or 2 payments. I was never evicted. Under the law, this is, defaming my character. This is not a true representation. It's not 100% accurate. And it's costing me the ability to get an apartment, all right? Or buy a home if someone's gonna do a background check of you or whatever. Your credit's not as strong, right? Now, these public records are supposed to be gone off your credit report, so you shouldn't have to deal with them. Send the dispute letters. They're supposed to come off all the tax things and open public records and stuff. BKs are still there, but we've got stuff for BKs. So subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, hit subscribe, let me know down below you hit it, put subscribe tribe so I know. Now, we continue, all right? Because you're worried about these evictions. All right, do you have a consumer contact for screening reports? I called them and I was told to apply for the apartment first and then I could request my report. Now, here's the thing. You can say you've applied for an apartment, it looks like you're looking for an apartment, and that you've been denied and you're concerned that there's some inaccurate information on your screening reports. Screening reports is another space or place or agency that is very quiet, and they don't want you to know that they also adhere to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I have looked him up. If you've seen me in another video, I have personally looked them up, and they say they adhere to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you can send in a dispute letter to them, and you can dispute any eviction, enlist what you see with the credit bureaus, and send it in there, and they will have to respond and send you your credit report. Updated, deleted, removed, all that good stuff, okay? All right. Yes. Yes, I think we did it. So, LexisNexis, you can send the 609 dispute letters directly to them, along with CoreLogic, screening reporters, all these guys who have that information adhere to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I appreciate you all out there. We're at about almost 56,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. It makes it phenomenal to come on this channel and enjoy and have fun and do some comedy and teach some credit repair so we can kick these credit bureaus in the... You know what I'm talking about, all right? Hit that subscribe button if this video helped you out. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell for notifications so the next weekend I go live. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.